It's engaged! So the Banlist has dropped. We're all very excited.
I think it's one of the best ones.
It's hype. It's hype. So
fuck Misk.
So it makes sense. It makes sense to start with the least important. So symbol of heritage.
It doesn't really matter. It was an old FTK card and that's it. And it's just come back. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make any impact on the game whatsoever.
Double iris tattoo.
Same thing. I think that card just sucks as long as Electromite is.
Symbol of heritage will have more impact.
Yeah.
But then we get to the
good stuff. The limited cards. First of all, miscellaneous Sauruses are one.
I'm gassed.
Yeah, I don't think it's any. Everyone hates Dino, but
yeah. And the thing is as well, it's quite a fair hit because it doesn't actually kill the deck. So it's just like you can actually interact with it now.
Yes,
you can ash stuff.
Yes.
You
can hand trap them with confidence, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you had fun 2 weeks of scrap to combos.
If they didn't open Fossil Dig, then Oviraptor is free for you to negate.
Well, as well as you said it at the time, innit? When Scrap Raptor came common, you said engage is limited.
Engage.
Not engage.
Spoilers. Right, so Misk has gone to 1. Very happy about it. I would.
It's going to make it worse when they open it.
Yeah, I would much prefer if it got banned, but I'll take what we can get because I genuinely just didn't believe that we're ever going to hit dinosaurs. The next card is Performer Power Skull Crobat Joker.
Yeah, this is a card I'm quite Skull Crobat. I'm quite happy to see this back. I love the Pepe deck, Draco Pals. It does nothing. Like anyone telling you that it's good, it's not. Don't believe the hype. We need Monkey Board. We need all of that good stuff back, but it's just cool that they're actually releasing, like this is the first of where Engage and Stalio come in, where they're releasing stuff now where they don't have a financial incentive to release it.
Yeah, we were saying about this earlier, like I think that's such a good thing because you were like, why have they done it? Like they can't make any money out of it.
Yeah,
I think Konami's really turned a corner in the last like couple of years at least.
Yeah.
That like we're not waiting, fucking 5-6 years for cards to come back when they can come back.
We're saying this, but then wait until the Link 3 Light Sky Striker monster gets revealed in a. What is it, Burst of Destiny?
It could well do, but no, I like Crobat Joker. I'll mess around with it, but I don't.
I think the Skull Crobat Joker is way better than the double iris position.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I say, we need Monkey Board.
Next card is Striker Dragon, gone to 1. It's quite funny because wasn't that the one that they played 3 of in?
Yeah, you play three Striker Dragon, and spoilers, LP's banned.
Yes.
And I actually think the Striker Dragon limit is worse
than the LP ban.
Just because like
the Striker Dragon's all the longevity. Like it means that if you top deck any sort of like level 4 lower dragon, that can become recharge.
Well, I was going to say recharge is like just not a card now. Like I think Dragon will still be a thing. I said in the car earlier, I think Synchro Dragon might become like the new spice with the Dragoonity stuff.
I think it's time for Dragon, man. Like probably like.
I'll guarantee to go extinct.
I'll guarantee you that's going to win an event within the next month.
But Dragon, more than likely.
But like they have addressed it. You can't complain about them. Like you can't say they haven't done anything.
They've been quite heavy-handed as well. 2 hits to it. Like that's unusual, really. But the next one is Mirage Stalio. We all love Mirage Stalio.
Salad is not the best deck
ever.
It's not the best deck. It's just more consistent.
Obviously not. That was sarcasm. It's fucking dog shit.
I think it's cool though because you can play Zeus now.
Oh yeah, Stalio locks you into foils.
Does it? I've never played with Stalio in it. But
well, you can summon Stalio and not use the effect to make Zeus, but you could do that anyway.
I didn't actually know it locks into fires.
Yeah.
But no,
it's amazing, isn't it?
It's nice to. No, it is nice though. It's a consistency boon, and like we say, it's nice.
Splash Mage in the same turn. The deck's actually gold.
Yeah, you can't make transcard or nothing, can you? But like, it's nice. It's like we say as well. There's those kind of like revivals. They imply Harp. They imply Colossus.
Eventually,
Well, it's
they imply stuff like that.
Everybody was on about the Eternal format, like cards coming back, so we're halfway there now.
I'm actually amazed that it was Engaged because I feel like Engaged was the last one to have
I agree. I think it's nuts.
Do you think we've got these back because there's been a lot of romanticising the Eternal format?
No, it's just the fact that it's already out in the OCG, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think like the OCG does make sense. Like they already have it too, haven't they? But haven't they got one Kagari? I think
one Kagari.
Kagari probably get, when this is the best deck again. Probably Kagari back to 1. It'll just happen, won't it?
No, how have we gone from talking about Stalio straight to Engage? But yeah, Engage is the next one, and
so like Engage has come back to 1.
We couldn't believe
it's unreal.
But I think we're very excited about it at the minute, but honestly, I'm not sure it makes the deck any better.
What?
No.
I don't think. No, obviously, it makes it better, but I don't think it's going to change.
It's not. I don't think it'll ever be the same. I don't think Strike will ever be the same as it was before.
I definitely think
power-wise.
it changes the tournament results.
Yeah, but I think it's.
What have Striker done since Engage got banned?
Nothing.
So it's going to change.
They have he has seen niche play.
No.
And he has won events that he has
Ages and ages. Look,
when I built it was because it started winning again.
Maybe, but I think it's one of those where like it's a fan favourite deck. People are going to play it.
If somebody beats you with Strike with dueling Nexus, it don't mean you have to build it, bro.
No, I think there's a lot of hype for Engage, and then there's like naysayers like Jake. It's somewhere in the.
No, I think it's like very good, and like maybe more people will pick up the deck and start playing with it again. But I think the second a new deck comes out, which is actually good, like Flunderies, who's playing Striker?
So I suppose, but
you want normal summon plus 16. Why? Engage?
No, it's one of those. It's nice though. Like,
it's an engine. You think it's an engine, man?
I don't think.
I think Zoo Striker is the hot.
I'm definitely going to play it. Metal Striker, I'm going to go back to trying.
Zoo Striker.
Zoo Striker's going to be sick. Mark my words.
And you're going to get Mystic Mind a lot more now because Striker player is going to be back.
I think that's the only thing.
You're always going to draw the Mystic Mind off the +1.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with this list is like the only way you'd improve it would be Mind. In
I don't think that got. Honestly, I don't think that got.
I hate it to be honest, but.
Do we think on about Mind? Do we think in some ways? Well, I mean, obviously Konami. They don't want to hit it, but do we think it's healthy? That's the argument people make. It's healthy for the game in some way.
I don't think any floodgates you can't play all are.
I know, I don't agree, but that's the argument people make, isn't it?
It's like, I personally hate Mind, but I do. I understand the people that say you're a hypocrite for saying Mystic Mind's broken because it shuts down your combo deck. But what do combo decks do?
Yeah.
I don't think Mystic Mind shuts down combo decks, so it shuts down every deck if it doesn't have a spell trap out. Because it's not.
I think it hits combo decks way worse than it does.
Well, yeah, but like it's. I think just even in like short games though, like where like you're not actually making massive boards, like it's still nasty if you don't play like spell and trap removal.
I think it makes it a very hostile environment to play in. Like if you get Mystic Mind, you don't like your opponent anymore. Like there's no GGs at the end of that game. You just saw it.
But yeah, were we happy with the limits? I think the limits were just
great playing.
So on for band, we start with Guard Dragon LP.
Wow, you said that is like
yeah. Guard Dragon LP, long time coming.
Yeah, I think I think this was one of the most easiest to call because this card has been basically in the meta since its release. I think we've said this before in another Banlist video. But what seems to happen with Dragon every time is that it's played in the format and then something new will get released and then Dragon becomes unpopular and then as soon as Banlist comes now to check the new popular deck,
misses Dragon.
Yeah, it misses Dragons and then Dragon becomes the new meta again.
Because like, Dragon never actually loses any power, does it? Like over the last few lists? Like ever?
And it only gains stuff.
New cards come out,
Dragon
stronger and stronger.
Oh,
yeah, like.
But I think Synchro Dragon is the way
broken there.
Synchro Dragon is the way forward.
I don't hate Dragon, but we were on about it the other day. It's like the biggest, like the highest ceiling in it. Like
it
it's
could
so
be
strong.
such a cool toolbox.
It doesn't care about anything. It doesn't care. Just doesn't do anything. Droll. They can do enough free droll.
It's like you lose a hand trap or two, and then they build a board that's like 3 or 4 negates. Sometimes it's too much.
I like it. Like I say, it could be a really cool toolbox deck with all these different Dragon cards that aren't Link monsters, like a ton, like the Heretic card, like stuff like that's so sick. But it's like it always got pigeonholed into the Link stuff, and it's good to see that might not be the case now.
I'm absolutely convinced that this deck is going to win a tournament within the next month.
Yeah, it's not gone.
But yeah, I think Striker Dragon and LP were very justified hits, pretty much.
Yeah, and then
I think so.
The last one is Dridente, El Dridento. What do we think to Drident?
I do think it's quite funny when they bring a card back off the ban list that was banned and then they have to put it there again.
Oops.
Like, there's very few cards that have done this, like Snatch, Steel, Droid. Are there any other examples that had that?
It's weird though because they obviously know what they're releasing, and they kind of know that like obviously each archetype is going to work well with like certain other archetypes, and it's like I think it's a given sometimes. So it's like
I think Zeus is what got Droid banned. I'm not sure. I don't think it was a.
I wanted Zeus to go. I think Zeus to go.
I think Zeus is such a horrible card.
Yeah, it's awful. But I think as well, a lot of people are saying, well, try Zeus dead. It's not like.
I don't think it makes a real difference.
I've played the deck for like since February now. Probably
over 1,000 games.
Over 1,000 games.
And if you want to drop your Zodiac package, you can play Rescue Cat.
Really?
But no, the Zoo engine still makes 2 for Ferrogy. You still get your pluses. You still do all that. And to be honest, the Dryden doesn't come up like. half as much as you
from my experience, like, the only thing you lose is like an interruption, like turn one, yeah. Like from
it's cool when you get stopped, and then you can just like say they ask you your rap here or something.
I think the droid cool makes it way worse against hand traps. Like for instance, like a Vader on Rat.
Yeah.
That's sort of way worse.
But, you know, I think it's quite it's a reasonable hit to a new deck. Like, it's a very cautious.
Like I say, if they got rid of Zeus, like I think it wrecks like a lot of decks, doesn't it? So
yeah,
I think everybody was thinking Tenki was probably the one that was going to be like limited.
I'm so glad it wasn't Tenki.
Yeah, I don't think they should do Tenki. They've done it before. It's just lame.
It's probably the right hit, really. If everything else gets knocked down in power, like we said before, like obviously you can't leave one deck that's like super strong either. So
are we all in agreement that Troy is still the best deck of the format then? Well, definitely is now that dealing
most consistent for sure.
I think Troy is definitely. Until someone shows me otherwise, I'm going to say that Troy Brigade is the best deck.
And what impact do we think that this lovely little spell card will have on the meta?
I think in people's brains, loads, but in actuality, probably not a lot.
Oh no, I think it will. I think the biggest boom to it as well.
I think for the first few weeks,
everybody will be playing it.
I think the biggest boom is like the representation, and it's. I think it might be one of these where it's like people love strikers, and rightly so. It's a cool deck, so they'll go, "Oh, I've got to play striker. I've got to play striker." They play striker, and more people are playing it. Whether it's good or not, it's going to get more representation and tops, and then I think it feeds into its own hype. So like, it'll win a thing. People go, "Oh my god, strikers won a thing," or it'll get like top 8, top 4. I think then people think it's the best deck, when in actuality it's the most played deck, if you know what I mean. Like, Tri-Zoo's had a bit of that. There's been loads of Tri-Zoo, and I think, you know, that's been helping it.
I think one of the things that you've got to realise is that engage is back, but you've only got one engage, so think about like actually building your deck. Striker used to play Desire, 3 Desires 100%. If you banish your engage, you're playing Sky Striker before this banlist. Like,
which isn't half bad.
It's not like terrible, but like
it's not going to be your deck of choice, is it?
You've got 3 Kagari.
I love it. I love Striker. I'm going to definitely play with it, but I'm just not sure this card.
People are losing their minds a bit. Mind you, in fairness, so did we when we saw it.
I wasn't even just gas,
But yeah, that's the video. If you got any suggestions on what you think.
Not the video. We've got more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's we want to. There's one thing that we want to talk about that's kind of a bit off subject.
Oh yeah,
we're still kind of on subject, I
suppose.
Of course. Is like recently we're about to play, I think in a fortnight's time, our last locals.
Yeah.
Because Konami has took OTS representation off certain stores, so like non-brick and mortar stores
in the UK.
That only run events, which is like for us
it's devastating.
Mind-boggling, really.
We haven't got anything in our immediate area.
We're in like in the UK. We're near like the second biggest city, but we're kind of like just outside, and it's like for us to go and play that's the only place you can go. But obviously, COVID is like not giving us any events anyway. But like it's still such a journey, and it's like we've got like there was 2 or 3 places that we could have gone and played that have been like withdrawn OTS tournament status. So
I think what makes it worse as well is there's been no official announcement. There's been no.
Yeah, like it's only from the tournament organisers that we.
And in fairness, if they've done it for an earnest reason, like you suggested about preventing scalpers and stuff like that, which is like a massive problem in Pokemon. It's not so much in Yu-Gi-Oh, but in Pokemon it's mad.
Look, I think that's a fine, justifiable reason, but I also think it's going to be to control who represents them.
I think as well, it's a very bizarre time to do it, in a time when remote duels, I mean, let's be honest, they're not as successful as actual play. Like, remote duels are lucky to get 10% of actual play turnouts at big events.
Yeah, so we're like serious competitive players, and we don't play them.
Exactly, so why would you want to cut off?
Yeah.
You're actively hindering people playing your game now, and
it just makes no sense. So we'd like let us know, Konami, what's going on with that.
Yeah, a bit more clarity on the issue would be.
Big shout out to Seb and Chris for running that locals.
Yeah, so amazing locals and amazing guys, to be honest.
Yeah. But it's just a shame, isn't it? But so anyway, now that is the video. Leave in the comments what you think should have gone on the banlist. Your thoughts.
What's the card?
Banlist is amazing.
It's best banlist since I've started playing.
Let us know the card that you're most gassed about. Thank you for watching.
Broad ball to 1 next list.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.